Okay, so a very common question is, how long will it take for my starter to be ready to be able to bake bread? As a very general rule, I would say that's typically going to be around 3 to 4 weeks. Could it be quicker? Yes. I've seen people say, I used it on day 10, and that's certainly possible. I would say that's probably not very common. So the key indicators are your starter doubling. You want to make sure that is doubling within 4 to 6 hours consistently, not one day and then the next day it's kind of weakish. You want to make sure every day it's doubling within that 4 to 6 hour range. You can do that. You can measure that with a rubber band. That's what most people do, or put a little marker on the jar, and then you can gauge how far it rises off that mark. But that's the best test. The second test would be the water float test. So when your starter is at its peak after you fed it, take a spoonful, drop it in a cup of water, and if it floats, that's generally a pretty good indicator that it's ready to use to bake with. But for the most part, I'd say that 3 to 4 week range is the most common and the best general rule.